Up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty use it.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First and 10, Prescott. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. A second down throw for Prescott. They go screen. This is Ingram. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here's Ginn. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, first and 10 at their own 27. This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. On second and 11 now. Breeze dancing to his left. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
21.
Now Breeze on third down. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Antoine Woods drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Amazing, perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
First down, Prescott into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, and he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
From the 30 on second down, Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. A gain there of 21 yards. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the 2 teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
To throw again on second down, Prescott. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Maximum effort, partner. Minimal gain.
Yeah, minimal gain. Looked good, though. To the air again, Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. Room here to run. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there out of Kamara. 48 yards on the ground.
And the Saints, first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Breeze to throw. And Thomas has it. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Hey, easy. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Hey, watch that.
Breeze now on first down. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. What's good on the extra point? And that'll make the score 14-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Rolling to his right, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Let's make these babies run.
3rd and long for Prescott. And the pressure gets to him again. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Now Breeze under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Breeze. And this one will be brought back to the 22. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? He's having to run with a running back or a tight end. In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, it's Pollard. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember,
he's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the 40 now on second down. Breeze into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Brown. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one.
Hey, kill! 47, 56, 26.
Prescott now from the 50. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Prescott now. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So after the run by Kamara, now another first and 10.
Say. 5-9.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A 10th carry for Kamara. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Kill. 5-8. Mike 5-4.
From the gun on third down, Breeze. And it's complete. Henry. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 40.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 39 yards there, a big one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott is going to he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, the rookie from Florida. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 48.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with it?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And that'll bring up second down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
54. Defense wins championships, baby. Kill.
Again, it's Breeze. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his second touchdown of the night. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up first. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. So after the INT, it's Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
To throw again on second down. Breeze, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
21.
From the gun, it's Breeze. The open man is Smith. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Breeze to another long-time vet, Ginn, for the New Orleans first. They come out here in the eye.
Hey, watch the ball.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, second and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. Here's Breeze. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Hunter Henry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. The Cowboys on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Prescott to throw this time. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Here's Prescott. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. Prescott, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. format the extra point, and that will get them one closer. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last two. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Another try after the first down sack. Breeze going up top. And got his man complete. Ted Ginn's gonna go. Touchdown, New Orleans. 4 touchdown passes now for Drew Brees. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 7.
They'll put it in the hands of their playmaker again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember.
It's caught inside the 25. 36 yards on the play. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, the rookie from Florida. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Breeze is looking to throw. And Josh Hill has it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can